You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Friday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
I'm excited for this weekend. Got some buddies from Milton coming up. We're going to go golfing tomorrow as long as the weather's good there.
Very nice, very nice.
And I'm really excited because my buddy Jason, he's been golf bragging a lot lately.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Buddy claims that he's dialed in already. He's shooting in the low 90s. He's going to the range. He's found his game, all that stuff.
A bold claim for May 22nd. Like, honestly, even if you got out the day that courses open, if you're just a normal, everyday schmuck golfer, to say that before June, you've already got your game dialed in for the season, man is either going to put on a show for you this weekend.
Yeah.
Or you are going to have roast material for some time to come.
Well, the best part is I know he's been playing by himself, and anybody that plays by themselves and is dialed in, I ain't buying it, dude.
Any solo scorecard is a questionable scorecard because I don't even blame anybody. When you get out there, right? You hit a shot and you go, I can do better. Drop another one. Are you counting that drop by yourself? Probably not, you know? I'll just kick this one out a little bit because I don't quite have the angle. You wouldn't do that for a free stroke when your friends are around.
This is a terrible comparison, but golfers and their scores is like guys measuring their junk. Where are you starting from?
I don't think you're fully making up the number, but I do imagine you're fudging it at least a little bit.
They're like fishermen. They're like, I caught a fish this big.
Yeah,
did you? Who was around for it? You know?
I go the other way. If I'm telling you about my golf game, and you know, because we've gone golfing, I'll tell you on every tee box, I'm not good at this. I do not golf well. Because that way, even if I play badly, I'm probably not as bad as I told you I was. You pat me on the back on the way up to the clubhouse.
Nobody lies more with confidence than a man in a polo shirt.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Be honest with me. Would you leave me for $10 million?
What do you mean, like quit my job?
Would you walk away from this show? And I say 10 million because that's kind of like the base entry point for Lotto Max, Lotto 649. If you won $10 million, would you leave me in the show?
Probably.
Honestly, I want you to be honest.
Like, is it the option of like keep the 10 million and never like work, or like don't like keep my job and don't get the 10 million?
No trap or anything like that. It's just so I saw this study that said that we are now over a 50% rate in North America of people who say that if they won any kind of significant windfall, they would immediately not put in their 2 weeks, not come up with a transition plan, not work their way out, immediately call their boss and quit their job.
I think it's hard if you get that much money to be like, I don't need to work anymore. I mean, like, there's part of me that thinks in my mind, like, I love doing this. And I mean, I guess maybe if I stayed around, I'd be like, listen, brother, you're on my terms now.
Well, I think that's the thing, right? Is like, I love this job. I don't know what else I would do. It's such a great creative outlet for us that I would want to have something. But am I getting up at 4 a.m. to get ready for a program?
I think maybe if I'm going to stick around, if I have $10 million, I'd be like to Rogers, here's $1 million I'm investing in the company.
Okay.
I get my share.
Yeah.
You have no control of what I do on the show anymore.
Ooh,
I get to play whatever I want.
Buy the airtime.
I get to say whatever I want now.
Damn.
You know?
Although at that point, shouldn't we just start a podcast? And I want our bosses to know this is not us discussing quitting the job. But if you got $10 million in the bank.
Listen, if you hate this show and you want this show to end right now.
The number is 10.
No, it's $20 million. $10 million.
You gotta get rid of both of us. Yeah. You know what? I do appreciate you reaching down and dragging me along
with you, brother. I'm looking out for both of us here. Or if you just want me to leave, $10 million. I'll leave right now.
Is it just me, or does the 54% or whatever it is, does that actually seem low? Like, do you think people are lying? Like, oh no, I wouldn't quit my job.
And to be honest, I feel like I 5 million would even do it. You know what I mean?
It's funny because there used to be a time, I feel like, in not far off human history where people would talk about like, oh, brother, if I got $1 million, you'd never see me again. It's like, oh, man, if I got $1 million, don't get me wrong, I'm going to live better. but I still need a check.
Oh, I know.
I still need to pay for
Well,
my
we've said
groceries.
it before. That Bare Naked Ladies song doesn't hit like it used to, you know?
Yeah. So it's like, at some point, the number just becomes too ridiculous to still work your
I think
job.
it depends on your age too, because if you had to ask me this when I was like 20,
True.
if I was like working in kitchens or whatever, you gave me 50 grand, I would have quit my job because I know I can find something else, whatever, right? That. But I also feel like if you're maybe close to retirement,
it's cyclical. Yeah. If I'm in my 20s, it was the shipping receiving job I worked before college that I got fired for falling asleep on the job. You offer me $5,000, I'm walking away. Now I'm like 65, maybe I'm hanging on to this show or whatever it is, and you offer me another like 50 grand. Yeah, no, see you later. Where's that pension at?
oh, easy.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, be real with me, man. How much money will we need to give you to quit your job right now?
Me, it'd be like $100,000. $100,000 gives me a year to come up with something or start a business. I got a couple ideas I'd like to do. But with $100,000, you got the time and no stress to actually go and do it. And then if it was like to retire, well, then that's like $2 million.
How do you math out the $2 million though? Because I feel like, I mean, not to say $2 million isn't a lot. I feel like that could actually go a lot faster.
Well, it's like you put $2 million in the bank and then you just live off the interest. So I'm assuming $2 million will get you like about like 50 to 80 grand a year, and then you just live with that and you don't have to work. You have all this time, and then you can like make your own money on the side or do cash jobs or stuff like that.
Okay, so you're still working then. Okay.
Yeah, you can't really just like stop doing stuff. Like I feel like that would be I feel like that's just bad.
I disagree though. I do disagree.
It is crazy to think the idea of like if you got $2 million, depending on your age, it may not be enough money to do nothing.
Well, Randy texted in. He said, "I'm retired right now. I just need $1 million."
But we're asking, you're already retired. What would the $1 million be to retire from? He must still be doing side jobs and stuff.
Greg texted in. He said, "Some days, boys, $5 would do it."
It does depend. That is a great point. It depends on the day of the week, the day of the year, when someone comes to make you that offer of whether or not you might be like, yeah, you know what? Let's burn this place down.
Well, we've got Shannon on the phone. Let's see what she says. Shannon, be honest. How much money would it take for us to get you to quit your job right now?
Well, I've always said I'd go for like $500K. And although times have changed and money has changed, I think I'd still go for $500K because I don't really want to be there anymore.
It's such
So
a
like,
big
I'm not going to wait
factor.
till I win the lottery. Well, it is. I don't want to win. I want to win the lottery, but I'm not going to wait that long. So if you gave me $500K to leave work, I'm out.
Now, when you get the $500K and you make that decision, are you just sending an email being like, I will no longer be coming in? Or are you in the office being like,
F you,
Yeah.
F you, you're cool.
You know, I've thought about that a lot, and I don't think I would.
you
But I
wouldn't
don't
make it a
wanna,
big
like,
deal?
fall for that. No, I'd just be gone.
The
No need for an
legend of
explanation.
Shannon starts spreading around the
Disappear
office.
into the wind. Awesome,
Do you have it to
Shannon.
give to me so I can just do that?
We're giving away a trip to Regina. You think we've got 500 grand?
Listen, people who ask this kind of question don't have this kind of money, you know?
No.
Yeah, I suppose.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
There's a new hockey team coming to Ontario. I don't know if you heard about this.
No, I missed it.
So Hamilton used to be the Hamilton Bulldogs of
Right.
the American Hockey League.
Yeah, you've told stories about like going to watch them when you were a kid.
And then they joined the OHL, but now they're the Brantford Bulldogs.
Right.
Well, it looks like the New York Islanders are moving their farm team to Hamilton.
Sick.
And that was announced a couple months ago, and there'd been speculations on are they going to bring back the Bulldogs name or what is going to happen. They've decided to name the team the Hamilton Hammers.
Oh.
You don't like that?
I mean, it's not the worst name in the world, but it does feel kind of like you forgot there was a deadline and now it's time and we need your decision. Hamilton, hammers, yeah.
I kind of like it because what do you call Hamilton? You call it the Hammer, baby.
I guess like it's one of those things like I can see it, but it feels lazy. It feels like we didn't put more than a little bit of thought into it. You know?
I feel like as someone who grew up around there, I like it because that's what you call Hamilton. And also, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm making it up. It feels like a tribute to like the steelworkers at the same time, if you think about it like that.
I guess, but even then, like, go the Pittsburgh route. Go Hamilton Steelers. Like, there's already a market out there for that. Yeah, it could have worked better than Hammers.
You're overthinking this, man. They have the greatest opportunities to do like fantastic marketing. I mean, like goal songs alone, they can already just have MC Hammer.
Hammer time. Go with the flow.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. At the very least, they got to come onto the ice to that.
Or I was thinking, like, you know, they can have great slogans, like, you know, come get hammered in Hamilton, right? Stuff like that.
Dude, every time they win, the social media team could be like, Hamilton hammers their opponents.
Yeah. Right. I mean, newspaper writers are going to have a ball. Like, if that team goes on a losing streak, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. Like,
do people read in Hamilton? Do they have newspapers in Hamilton? Sorry.
Don't disrespect the hammer like that.
That's my bad.
Well, okay, like, if I can't tell you on that, think about it from, like, a mascot perspective.
What, just a big ball peen?
Hamilton Hammers would be sick.
Some poor teenager walking around in a giant hammer costume getting ragdolled by kids.
It's just a Home Depot employee or a guy in a Home Hardware outfit.
Just a dude in an orange vest and a red shirt with a hammer trying to get the crowd to cheer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like a psychopath, a serial killer or something walking around the building, you know? Or, I mean, like, for the kids, I mean, Marvel movies are still big. You could literally have Thor as the mascot.
Licensing-wise might be tough. Also, I mean, the teams in Hamilton, maybe Fat Thor.
Fat Thor is fitting for Hamilton, I'll give you that.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It looks like Alberta will hold a referendum on whether the province should stay in Canada or move forward with the second binding vote to separate from the country.
The whole thing is just, it's nonsense. Like, we make fun of Doug Ford and the idea of the announcement of the announcement. This is literally a referendum for a referendum. Like, do you want us to go and have another vote so that we can decide something that may or may not even be constitutionally acceptable in this country?
Yeah, I don't agree with it. There's part of me that understands where, like, people in the province of Alberta are coming from. But I mean, I don't know if they're, like, thinking, like, in the long run that, like, they're going to need their own passports, their own currency. The one thing I am interested about is what would an Alberta national anthem sound like?
I have to assume there's a steel guitar in there somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, listen, there are some very talented artists out in Alberta in terms of musicianship. Maybe it slaps. Maybe it's a banger of an anthem.
Oh, trucks and gas.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
If you missed it yesterday, you'll never get the chance to see it again. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert had their final episode.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Does feel weird that it ended on a Thursday. Like, I don't know if he just wanted a 3-day weekend before starting his next phase of life, but just seems odd that it did not wrap up going into the weekend.
I feel terrible saying this, but I've said it anytime we talk about late night. How many people actually watched versus people just watching clips on YouTube?
I mean, that's just it, right? I think everybody, I was watching clips before the show today and I was seeing like the numbers are high in views, but like, what does it compare to how many people sat down in front of their television with a cable package and watched the show happen live? I said it to you. I've never watched a single episode of Late Night with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like nobody watches late night anymore. It used to be a big thing, but
that's the thing is like, and I don't say like I've never watched it as like a condemnation of the show. Like, I know there are people in the more conservative media channels that are like, nobody watches that show. The ratings are down. But it's just, I see it online. That's how we
don't have
consume.
cable. That's it.
Yeah, I haven't had cable in 10 years.
Since I lived with my parents, to be honest.
Right. So it's like, same with all the other ones, right? John Oliver, you see it on YouTube. The Jimmys, Fallon and Kimmel, all their stuff ends up on YouTube. Seth Meyers, you see it on YouTube. And Colbert was the same. It wasn't like I can remember being a kid and watching David Letterman when he was the Late Show host and being enthralled, sitting in front of the TV, watching top 10 lists, stupid human tricks, stupid pet tricks, all that stuff. Like, that felt like you had to be there to see it.
Yeah, my parents were really not big late night people. I don't think I've ever watched late night, to be honest with you.
There's nothing about your dad that strikes me as someone who wants to sit down and listen to what celebrities have to say about stuff.
Yeah.
That was, I think for me though, my dad was a big, back when he was around, he did really like late night TV. So like my earliest memories of getting to stay up late for TV wasn't like double overtime hockey games or anything like that. For me, it was watching David Letterman and Jay Leno on late night and like getting to stay up through the monologue and maybe that first little skit that they would always do.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably just like staying up late with my parents was watching hockey with my dad. I have a vivid memory of watching Doug Gilmour's last game ever.
Oh,
because I didn't get to watch Doug Gilmour play growing up. I was, I think, 8 years old. It's 2003. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong on this. He just got traded to the Leafs. They're playing against Calgary, so it's a late start here in Ontario.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you got to stay up late for that.
And my dad, who's not even a Leafs fan, was like, Brock, you got to watch the killer play, like da-da-da-da-da.
A legend.
Hyping up Dougie. And we watched the first period. The second period comes out. If you're a Leafs fan, you know what happens. Knee on knee. And my old man, I swear I've talked about this before, was like, oh, he's done.
Just called it in the moment.
I've never seen my dad so shocked. And I remember they go to the commercial and he's like, well, could probably go to bed now. And that was like the first time I got to stay up like really late. It was like 11 o'clock on a school night.
What a cliffhanger, though. You know, why don't you go to bed before they announced that his knees shattered in a million pieces?
Probably way more entertaining than any late night stuff.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, brother, what was the first thing your parents let you stay up late to watch on TV?
WWF, back in the day where Rowdy Piper, Jake the Snake, all that good stuff was going on.
The golden years, baby.
Yeah, the only problem is I could never stay up.
It was not too late.
I'd have to spend couple hours fighting, arguing with the parents, and finally they'd give up and let me watch a show and just wake up at 2 a.m.
To see the color bar test pattern?
Yeah, years of disappointment. That's what it was.
You know what's crazy is you say the color bar thing. There's a whole generation of kids that don't know that TV just used to end at some point.
Right. Like it used to be someone's job to keep putting in the tapes or whatever was playing that day, and that person would eventually go home and they'd play the national anthem and shut her down for the night.
Yeah.
We also got some great texts of people like recollecting their childhood of getting to stay up late for Blue Jays games, getting to watch the World Series back in the 90s.
Sick.
That's what a tough way to have to go to bed after Joe Carter touches them all.
I think the big one that probably was actually everybody's first one that you might not have even realized was like New Year's Eve.
Ooh, getting to watch the ball drop on TV.
A lot of people talking about Dick Clark's New Year's Eve party there, which, I mean, how many cranky kids are just walking around crying because their parents are like, stay up till midnight.
Yeah, well, I think that's even for my kids. My kids' first time staying up super late is definitely going to be looking back on like New Year's parties of trying to watch countdowns in your time zone. You get the heavy eye, you give them a little shake. No, you're so close. Stay up. Stay awake.
Yeah. We got Jeff on the phone. Jeff, what was the first thing that you got to stay up late for and watch on TV, my man?
Showcase After Hours, my dude.
Now hang on, because the question is, what were you allowed to stay up? Did your parents know you were watching Showcase After Hours?
Definitely not. I mean, I always had the TV on mute.
Bro, it would have been so crazy if he was like, yeah, my mom just used to be like, the world's your oyster.
The channel 42 with the logo that come up, everything. It's like I just watched it yesterday.
Oh yeah, Showcase after like 11 o'clock got pretty greasy, and I remember Friday nights on City TV after midnight. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
Rogers don't talk about, when Rogers talks about the history of the company, they don't talk about what City TV used to mean to a lot of adolescents.
Right?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We all know how much of a pain in the ass it is to hop on Ticketmaster and try and beat out the bots to actually get tickets. Well, apparently Jared Leto and some people are working on a new tool that they claim helps artists stop bots from buying up concert tickets.
Okay.
So what they're doing is they're going to have you reserve a spot for the fans, but you have to scan your iris in your facial recognition so that they know that it's you buying the tickets.
Okay, so I love the idea that we're trying to make it harder for people to use tools to scalp tickets. I hate the idea of any band on earth having my biometric information.
It's weird, right? It's called ConcertKit, and it's an online ticketing tool that they say will basically verify your face, almost like when you look at your phone to open it. You've got the facial recognition right there. They say you'll have your own digital passport created by an orb that scans your irises and face, and they say it's the latest application of proof of human technology, and they do believe that this is how we fight the bots. Which I agree with everything you just said. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't hand over my biometric data to anyone, let alone Jared frickin' Leto, man.
Honestly, I mean, I only started using the thumbprint scanner on my phone like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's my thumbprint.
I
Never
refused
mind
to
my
get tap
iris.
on my debit card till like 2 years ago.
It's just one of those things. There's a story in the news every week about some major company that we all use that had their information hacked, leaked. We lost your passwords.
Or they're selling it.
We lost your social insurance number. So sorry about that. Now what? The next one's going to be like, hey, the dark web has your eyes. I'm so sorry.
This honestly sounds like the plot of a really bad movie. You know what? It sounds like the plot of a really crappy Jared Leto movie is what it sounds like.
This is something he would be in 100%.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I want you to imagine your perfect day for a second, all right?
Okay.
Because scientists have come up with what they claim is the perfect day, all right?
The scientifically backed, researched perfect day.
The scientifically proven perfect day. Are you ready for this? You're going to hate every second of it.
Oh, I'm excited now.
So it says, wake up with the light at 6 a.m.
You're already off to a terrible start.
7:15 a.m., eat a high-protein breakfast. 8 a.m., start your most demanding work, because, you know, that's how everybody wants to start their workday, right?
What?
It says 10:30 a.m., take a short break outside.
Okay, sure.
1 p.m., eat lunch away from your screen.
Well, no, the screen is what keeps me going.
Straight up these days, yeah. 3:30 p.m., schedule collaborative or creative work.
At 3:30 p.m.? Listen, if you're working in a collaborative environment, 3:30 p.m. is when you're like, I don't want to see any of you until tomorrow morning at best.
The last thing I want to do is collaborate with anybody at work. 6 o'clock, they say exercise.
6 p.m.?
6 p.m. And then somehow within the next hour at 7 p.m., you're supposed to eat an early light dinner. And then 9 p.m., dim the light, put down the screens. They suggest maybe read a book, and then in bed by 10 o'clock.
Okay, sorry. Maybe I understand that like my day-to-day schedule is a little skewed from the average person
That
because of
doesn't
the
seem
hours
like the
we
perfect
work.
day to you?
7 p.m. is not early dinner. What the hell are you talking about?
None of that seems like the perfect day. Am I wrong when I say that the perfect day should A, just not involve work at all?
It shouldn't involve work, and it also shouldn't involve a schedule. Like if you're telling me the perfect day and you're listing like at 10:15, at
So
4:35.
true.
No, absolutely not. If there is a rigid schedule, it is no longer the perfect day.
If you have to wake up and think about like exactly what you're going to do, yeah, you're right. Not the perfect day. I agree on that.
Right off the bat, the wake up with the light at 6 a.m. No, the perfect day starts by me waking up whenever my body has decided I can no longer hold in my pee.
Yeah.
And I need to get up and go to the bathroom. And even then, the next step, depending on the time, may involve going back to friggin' bed.
The perfect day is honestly the laziest days.
That's just it, man. Like I my kids listen to the podcast, and I don't want them to take this the wrong way, but like the perfect day, I wake up very casually. I have no plans. I have no obligations. Maybe don't even have kids. Maybe they've got other things going on that day, and I don't have to worry about
You know
them.
what I will say is maybe the perfect day if you're a football fan? Sundays.
Sundays in the middle of the season when the schedule is packed. There's no Saturday games or anything. It's all right there.
Your missus has nothing else planned for you. You're like, I'm sitting on the couch in my sweatpants all day. We're ordering some pizza. I'm watching all the games until Sunday Night Football.
I woke up casual, but still in time for the games. I have leftovers from dinner last night, so I don't even have to make breakfast. I'm just going to eat that until the pizza and wings get here later in the day. I have no obligations. The remote is right where I left it. Everything's good.
That's the perfect day.
That's the perfect day. And you know what we didn't do during any of that? Friggin' collaborative work with our coworkers.
I collaborated with my gut. That's what I did.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
A lot of people chiming in on what they claim their perfect day is, with a lot of fellas saying it's just a beautiful day on the golf course, which I think on paper seems like the perfect day till you get out there and start playing bad.
It's that first 3-foot putt that goes way wide right. I'm not having a perfect day anymore.
Yeah. A lot of people getting lovey-dovey, saying things like, oh, just spending time with my significant other. Mark chimes in and he says, just being out on the lake fishing, being away from my wife, which is the polar opposite of that.
Brother, if the perfect day is hiding, I don't know about that.
It depends on what you're into. A lot of people have told us to listen to Keanu Reeves' Perfect Day, which have you ever heard this before?
No.
Have some morning sex, eat a great breakfast, go for a motorcycle ride, come back, swim, have more sex, eat some more, hang out for a little bit, maybe do some reading, go see a movie, have more sex, go to the bar, have a couple of drinks, see some friends, take a motorcycle ride, get home, hang out a little bit, have more sex. That's a pretty good day.
That's a pretty good day right there.
The only thing that I have is people are going to get stuck on the have more sex over and over and over again. I'm not sure about the part where he's like, go to the bar, have some drinks, meet some friends, get on a motorcycle ride.
I didn't even clue in on that. I was so distracted from all the sex.
Yeah. The sex is clouding your mind. Maybe get a ride home before you have more sex at the end of the day.
Yeah. He's drinking and driving because he's so distracted from all the sex that he's having.
He's got to clear his head.
Dude, if that's his perfect day, that makes sense why he is so chill, dude.
Well, yeah, if you have sex 5 times a day, who's got energy left to be upset?
Dude, that's more than some couples have in a year.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
A grandma just set a world record for the oldest person to crowd surf at a concert.
I didn't realize that there was a record for this to be broken.
Check this out. This lady, Pauline Canna, is 99 years old. And she was at Kid Rock's Rock the Country event there.
Okay, sure.
And Brantley Gilbert, the country artist, brought her out on stage. And what they did was they put her basically on essentially like a stretcher, and they lowered her onto the crowd, and they had 20,000 people carry this old gal. Here, look at this video right here. And she's just like in shell shock as she floats over the crowd.
I'll say this. I've said my piece about Kid Rock. When you said that he came up on stage, I assumed she got pushed into the crowd. That's where my head was at.
No, that'd be so cruel.
Cool moment, but she does not appear to be having a lot of fun.
Apparently it was her idea to do it.
Yeah.
It does look like a medevac situation if you watch the video, which if you want to see it, text grandma to 762-555.
It was also my idea to get on the first roller coaster I ever cried them to stop. You know what I mean? Like, she may have wanted this, but she doesn't want it anymore.
Brother, if I was in the crowd, I'd be so scared to hold her up and drop her.
I'd move. If I saw that stretcher coming over to the section, even if I had pushed my way to the front, I don't want any part of this because I don't want anything to go wrong.
I applaud her at 99 years old for having the balls to do something like that.
There,
but also, I mean, in a second, a gust of wind could take her out, man.
Dude, especially because it makes more sense to be we put her on the stretcher because it's easier to maneuver. But also, that means it's easier to flip. You know what I mean? Someone pushes it the wrong way, and all of a sudden, bye-bye, granny.
Or how many times have you seen, you not been paying attention at a concert and a crowd surfer's coming? If you were the one dude that's wasted in there that didn't know what's going on. Woo! Imagine being responsible for dropping granny there.
Oh, my God. You'd never live it down.
Although, I will say, pretty sick way to die.
You think crowd surfing at a Brantley Gilbert Kid Rock show is the way to go?
Take away Brantley Gilbert out of it. That's a pretty metal way to die. Honestly, if I die, one last ride, could you do that for me?
If that's what you want, brother, I got you. But I'll tell you right now, falling down on a stretcher is not how I want to die, regardless of the venue.
Throw me crowd surfing or throw me in the middle of a circle pit, you know?
Now that's metal.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we got $100 And Lotto Max tickets for tonight's jackpot on the line here.
Going to the classic. If you play any kind of sports games, you've probably heard the phrase, it's in the game.
Of course. So we are asking you to be the EA Sports guy here this morning.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
And we've got a lot of EA Sports guys and gals on the text line here. If you're not one of them, that does make you a judge as always. Let us know who you think does the best.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, we will start off with this one here.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ooh, that's a great deep voice.
That was Heath. That's a hot start there.
Well done.
Okay, we got Marty here.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be that's the average right there.
A little Italian too.
It's in the game.
And we got Sandra here.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
A valiant effort.
Yes.
I think is the best way to put that
One more time.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
That's NHL retirement 2026. We got Andrew.
Hey, it's Andrew. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Very gravelly.
We started off really good.
It's in the game.
Okay, Chris.
This is Chris.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
You got too excited in the back half.
Is that a voice crack?
Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Sports. It's in the game.
Okay.
It's the funniest one so far.
All right, we'll do two more. I feel like the first two were the best,
Yeah.
honestly. All right, we got Ryan here.
Good morning, it's Ryan. EA Sports. It's in the game.
That was good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He did it. It's the wrong cadence. He did. It's in the game. It's in the game.
Okay, so here's what the actual EA Sports guy sounds like.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
No disrespect to everyone else, but I think it's between Heath and Marty.
Yeah.
So this was Heath.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Sound like the champ.
Kind
A
of.
little bit of champ energy.
And we've got Marty.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
See, yeah, that one's just like Tony Soprano saying
Yeah,
is what I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like. What are we thinking? Heath or Marty? We'll leave it up to the people. 762-555. In the meantime, who was the guy who did the voice crack here? I just want to hear that one more.
Sports. It's in the game.
That's an honorable mention for today.
Absolutely.
What are the people saying?
Marty getting a ton of votes, although there are some people saying give it to voice crack guy. Marty's got the majority of the votes. Voice crack in second place.
We'll give it to Marty, but we will play the voice crack one more time.
It's in the game.
Congratulations to Marty Soprano. You get the game.
man.
Round of applause.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
It's in the game.
It's in the game.
If you win the $100, if you win the Lotto Max tonight, Marty, buy us copies of NHL 27 when it comes out next year. Okay?
Oh, you know that new college football game's coming out. Give me that one.
Yes, and maybe buy something for Mr. Voice Crack here. as well.
Sports. It's in the game.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
As the weekends, we remember all the things we talked about. Let's recall all the dumb things that happened in the world. You know, I was thinking in the run of a week, we talk about so much stuff.
Yeah, man.
I want to try and do a recap of everything that happened this week alone.
Just looking back at even just things on the show, there's so many things that we talk about that the world's crazy right now. It's hard to keep track of it all.
And this is good for reminders of people who listen to the whole show and people who don't listen to everything in the show here.
Yeah.
So I want you to count me in from 3 to 1. I'll put 60 seconds on the clock and see if in 60 seconds or less I can run through pretty much everything we talked about this week.
All right. It's your bad week in review for May 22nd, 2026 in 3, 2, 1.
Bread money came in from Loblaws. Weed apparently isn't cool. Cocaine's being smuggled in Kardashian underwear. The World Cup's going to cost $1 billion for Canada. Hockey is the sexiest sport. University of Calgary wants your toenails. Male cleavage is hot right now. Showering in the dark is good for you. Pizza Hut's making a comeback. The Hamilton Hammers. Twitter's limiting how much you can tweet. Stephen Colbert retired. Grandma crowd surf. The Lone Star Tick is invading Canada. 4 a.m. last call for the World Cup here in Ontario. We discussed how fancy hotels should have a free breakfast. Jared Leto wants your eyes. There's the whole Alberta separation thing.
Yeah.
Malls are apparently making a comeback as well. And Margaret thinks her son-in-law's brother is really packing some heat.
I forgot about that conversation. Very well done. You got her all in there. You did miss a couple things.
What else did I miss?
There was the story about the British town that's in shambles because someone kidnapped their local goose.
That's right. That's right.
You didn't mention that the week started with me winning $50.
Oh, how could I forget?
I think that was a pretty big story for a lot of people. And you cut your sandwiches wrong because you're a child.
No. More people agreed with me that you cut your sandwiches wrong.
Great. More people are children. When you get older, you'll realize that cutting your sandwiches in rectangles is the way to go.
Who are you to tell me to grow up when you're wearing a Wario hoodie right now?
I grew up with class. That's what this means.
Want to be part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.